A new report this week indicates that Arctic sea ice has likely hit its lowest point in 47 years of satellite records. According to the U.S. National Snow and Ice Data Center, this year's maximum sea ice extent is a little over 500,000 square miles below the average between 1981 and 2010. Julianne Struve is a senior scientist at the center and says sea ice will continue to decline.
I think that the really important thing to me is that we're not returning to conditions we saw, a few decades ago. We're continuing on this path towards less overall sea ice. And of course, a record year will make the news and it should, but then again, we just keeping on this path and eventually we will lose the ice in the Arctic Ocean in summer.
Struve told Reuters that melting sea ice contributes to heat waves, droughts, and flooding worldwide.
If one part of the climate system and one part of the Earth is changing faster than anywhere else, the rest of the system has to respond. And so there are a lot of studies, of course, that have linked what's going on in the Arctic to changes in extreme weather events. And usually it has to do more with these blocking patterns where you get, weather that patterns that get stuck in one place for longer periods of time, which can lead to either extreme heat waves or droughts or flooding.
She's also concerned that U.S. climate policies under Trump will hinder the global fight against climate change.
I don't feel a lot of hope. Part of it is the new administration, of course, is going to roll back a lot of our environmental protections and greenhouse gas emissions. So that's, of course, concerning as the US is a key player. And, it could make arguments then for other countries saying, well, look, the US isn't doing anything. Why should we? So that's a concern because you really need all countries to get on board and to dramatically reduce their CO2 emissions. And everybody has to do it now. We can't keep waiting.
Struve says summer weather will determine if this year's minimum sea ice extent is considered an extreme event.